king of cruiser motorcycles is back. This is 10, the dark horse monster nobody saw coming. One, 2026 Honda Stateline ABS. The moment the 2026 Honda Stateline ABS rolls back onto the scene, it feels like something impossible just happened. This is the cruiser many riders thought was gone forever, and now it's back, sharper, cleaner, and more dangerous than anyone remembers. At first glance, the Stateline looks like a classic chopper-inspired machine, long, low, and effortlessly cool. But don't let that laid-back styling fool you, because underneath that smooth exterior lies a serious 1,312 cc twin engine that delivers a strong, steady surge of torque the second you twist the throttle. It's not about explosive speed, it's about that deep, satisfying pull that makes every ride feel powerful and controlled. And somehow, Honda has refined it to feel smoother, more responsive, and more alive than ever before. But here's what makes the 2026 Stateline ABS comeback so shocking. It perfectly blends old-school cruiser soul with modern reliability and control. The low seat height, relaxed riding position, and extended wheelbase create a riding experience that feels effortless. Whether you're cruising through the city or stretching it out on the highway. Add in fuel injection, ABS braking, and improved suspension tuning, and suddenly this classic cruiser becomes incredibly easy to ride, even for newer riders. It doesn't try to be flashy, it doesn't chase trends. Instead, it quietly delivers exactly what many riders have been missing: a simple, powerful, and beautifully balanced cruiser. In a world full of overcomplicated motorcycles, the 2026 Honda Stateline ABS proves that sometimes the comeback nobody expected is the one that hits the hardest. 2. 2026 Yamaha Raider SE. The moment the 2026 Yamaha Raider SE roars back to life, it doesn't just make a comeback, it shakes the entire cruiser world to its core. This is the bike many thought was gone for good, but now it's back, bigger, darker, and more aggressive than ever. The Raider SE has always been known for its outrageous presence, and the 2026 version pushes that reputation even further. With its stretched, chopper-style design, massive rear tire, and razor-sharp lines, this machine looks like pure intimidation on two wheels. But the real story begins when you twist the throttle. Powered by a brutal 1,854cc air-cooled V-twin engine, the Raider delivers a deep, thunderous wave of torque that hits instantly and pulls with relentless force. This isn't smooth and polite, it's raw mechanical power that demands respect. But here's where the 2026 Raider SE becomes truly dangerous. It's not just about size and power, it's about attitude. The low seat height, long wheelbase, and aggressive riding position give the bike a commanding feel that's unlike anything else in its class. It's built for straight-line dominance, for riders who want to own the road and make a statement everywhere they go. Modern touches like fuel injection, ABS, and refined throttle response bring the Raider into the present without taking away its wild personality. This isn't a cruiser for blending in. It's a machine built to stand out, to intimidate, and to remind everyone what real V-twin muscle feels like. The monster didn't just return, it evolved. Three, 2026 Honda NM4 Voltus DCT. The moment the 2026 Honda NM4 Voltus DCT lights up, it doesn't feel like a motorcycle. It feels like something that escaped from the future. This machine doesn't follow any rulebook, it deletes it. With its ultra-low, stretched-out stance, sharp angular bodywork, and sci-fi-inspired design, the Voltus looks like it belongs in an anime, not on public roads. But here's the crazy part. It's real, and it's more advanced than ever. Powered by a 745cc parallel twin engine paired with Honda's DCT dual-clutch transmission, this bike delivers smooth, automatic shifting that feels almost telepathic. Twist the throttle, and it glides forward effortlessly, like a machine that already knows what you're about to do next. No clutch, no stress, just pure futuristic motion. But the real insanity of the NM4 Voltus DCT isn't just how it looks, it's how it transforms the entire riding experience. The adjustable backrest, lounge-style seating position, and integrated electronics create a ride that feels more like piloting a futuristic cruiser than riding a traditional motorcycle. Adding customizable LED lighting, riding modes, ABS and traction control, and suddenly this machine becomes a rolling concept bike brought to life. It's comfortable, it's smooth, and it's completely unlike anything else on the road. In a world full of motorcycles trying to evolve slowly, the 2026 Honda NM4 Voltus DCT jumps decades ahead and dares you to catch up. Four, 2026 Aventon Grand Sport. The moment the 2026 Aventon Grand Sport comes into view, one thing becomes instantly clear. This machine is not normal, and it doesn't want to be. While the entire motorcycle industry is chasing technology, screens, and electronic overload, Aventon went in the exact opposite direction and created something almost rebellious. This isn't a bike built by algorithms, it's built by obsession. At its core sits a massive hand-assembled 2010cc V-twin engine, delivering brutal, mechanical power that feels raw, unfiltered, and completely alive. Twist the throttle, and there's no digital smoothing, no artificial intervention. Just pure, explosive torque hitting you instantly. It's loud, it's aggressive, and it feels like the kind of machine that refuses to be tamed. This isn't just riding. This is experiencing something dangerously close to mechanical madness. But here's what makes the Aventon Grand Sport truly shocking. It's not just powerful, it's intentionally stripped of everything riders have come to expect. No unnecessary electronics, no oversized displays, no complicated rider aids, just a pure connection between rider and machine. The lightweight chassis, aggressive geometry, and precision-built components make it feel incredibly responsive, almost like a race bike hiding in a naked body. And yet, despite its raw nature, it's crafted with an insane level of detail, from premium materials to hand-finished components that scream exclusivity. This isn't a motorcycle for everyone. It's for riders who want something different, something rare, something that breaks every rule. In a world full of predictable machines, the 2026 Aventon Grand Sport stands alone, and that might be exactly why it's so dangerous. Five, 2026 Indian Chieftain Limited. The moment the 2026 Indian Chieftain Limited roars to life, it doesn't just make an entrance. It takes over the entire road like it owns it. This isn't just a bagger. This is a rolling statement of power, luxury, and precision engineering. With its aggressive fixed fairing, slammed stance, and premium finishes, the Chieftain Limited looks like it was built to challenge and defeat everything in its class. But the real shock hits when you twist the throttle. Powered by the legendary Thunderstroke 116 V-twin engine, this machine unleashes a massive wave of torque, over 126 pound-feet, that delivers instant, effortless acceleration. It doesn't scream for speed, it commands it. Every pull feels deep, smooth, and unstoppable, making highway cruising feel almost too easy. But here's where the 2026 Chieftain Limited goes from impressive to unstoppable. It blends that raw power with next-level luxury and technology that completely changes the riding experience. The Ride Command touchscreen system, premium audio setup, and seamless smartphone connectivity turn every ride into a high-end touring experience. Add in keyless ignition, cruise control, selectable ride modes, ABS, and advanced traction control, and suddenly this bagger feels more like a luxury performance machine than a traditional cruiser. The seat is plush, the ergonomics are dialed in for long-distance comfort, and the aerodynamic fairing cuts through the wind like a blade. In a world full of touring bikes fighting for attention, the 2026 Indian Chieftain Limited doesn't compete quietly, it dominates without even trying. Six, 2026 Suzuki Intruder C800B. The moment the 2026 Suzuki Intruder C800B fires up, it doesn't scream for attention, it lurks in the shadows, and that's exactly what makes it dangerous. At first glance, it looks like a clean, blacked-out mid-size cruiser. Low stance, wide bars, minimalist attitude. Nothing too crazy, right? Wrong. Because hidden beneath that stealthy design is a surprisingly aggressive 805cc V-twin engine that delivers a deep, punchy wave of torque the second you twist the throttle. This isn't a high-revving sport machine, it's a torque monster, built to hit hard and pull strong from the bottom end. And here's the shocker. The C800B feels quicker and more responsive than most riders expect, making it one of the most underrated cruisers on the road. It's quiet, it's controlled, but it's always ready to strike. But the real reason the Intruder C800B earns the title Dark Horse is how it completely over-delivers in the real world. The low seat height and balanced chassis make it incredibly easy to handle, whether you're cruising through the city or hitting open highways. The wide tires, stable suspension, and strong braking with ABS give it a planted, confidence-inspiring feel that's perfect for both new and experienced riders. And while other cruisers chase flashy designs and oversized engines, the C800B focuses on what actually matters: rideability, reliability, and pure riding enjoyment. It doesn't try to be the loudest or the biggest, it just quietly outperforms expectations. And that's what makes the 2026 Suzuki Intruder C800B so dangerous, because by the time you realize what it can do, it's already gone. 7. 2026 Honda CTX 1300 Deluxe. The moment the 2026 Honda CTX 1300 Deluxe rolls into view, you can't help but ask one question. What exactly are you looking at? Is it a cruiser? A touring bike? A sport machine? The truth is, it's all of them, and somehow none at the same time. This is easily one of the strangest motorcycles Honda has ever built, and that's exactly what makes it so fascinating. Powered by a smooth and surprisingly powerful 1261cc V4 engine, the CTX 1300 Deluxe delivers a refined yet muscular riding experience that feels completely different from anything else on the road. Twist the throttle and instead of aggressive chaos, you get a silky, controlled surge of power that feels almost futuristic. It's quiet, it's smooth, and it's shockingly fast for something that looks this unconventional. But here's where things get even more unexpected. The CTX 1300 Deluxe isn't just weird, it's secretly brilliant. The low seat height, relaxed riding position, and integrated fairing create a riding experience that feels incredibly comfortable, especially on long-distance journeys. Add in built-in saddlebags, a premium audio system, traction control, ABS, and a shaft drive, and suddenly this strange-looking machine transforms into a serious touring contender. The handling is stable, the ride is smooth, and the comfort level is far beyond what most riders expect. In a world full of motorcycles trying to fit into categories, the 2026 Honda CTX 1300 Deluxe breaks every rule and somehow makes it work. It may be the strangest bike Honda has ever made, but it might also be one of the smartest. (8) 2026 Yamaha Bolt R. The moment the 2026 Yamaha Bolt R rumbles to life, it feels like just another minimalist cruiser, low, clean, stripped down, and built for pure riding simplicity. But don't let that fool you, because this machine is hiding something most riders will never see coming. Beneath its classic bobber-inspired styling and compact frame sits a surprisingly aggressive 942cc air-cooled V-twin engine that delivers instant torque the second you touch the throttle. And here's the twist. The Bolt R isn't tuned to be polite. It hits harder than expected, pulling with a raw, punchy response that feels almost rebellious for a bike in this class. It's lightweight, it's nimble, and it moves with a kind of urgency that turns every city street into your personal playground. This isn't just a beginner-friendly cruiser, it's a sleeper machine waiting to shock you. But the real dark secret of the 2026 Bolt R is how it completely flips the cruiser formula. While other bikes in this category chase comfort and size, the Bolt R goes in the opposite direction. Leaner, sharper, and far more aggressive. The low seat height, mid-mounted controls, and narrow chassis make it incredibly responsive, especially when carving through tight corners or weaving through traffic. Add in modern touches like fuel injection, ABS, and optional upgrades for performance and customization, and suddenly, this simple-looking cruiser becomes a serious contender. It's not about luxury, it's not about size, it's about attitude. In a world full of oversized cruisers trying to impress, the 2026 Yamaha Bolt R quietly hides in the shadows until it leaves everything else behind. #9. 2026 Harley-Davidson CVO Road Glide. The moment the 2026 Harley-Davidson CVO Road Glide comes to life, it doesn't just rumble, it sends a message across the entire touring world. This is what domination looks like. This isn't your average bagger upgrade. This is Harley-Davidson going all in. With its aggressive shark nose fairing, slammed stance, and premium CVO finishes, the Road Glide looks like it was built to rule the highway, and the second you twist the throttle, it proves it. At its core sits the brutally powerful Milwaukee 8 VVT 121 V-twin engine, delivering massive torque with a smooth yet commanding pull that feels endless. This isn't just power, it's authority. Whether you're blasting down the interstate or carving through long sweepers, the bike responds with a deep, thunderous confidence that makes everything else feel second place. But here's where things get unreal. The 2026 CVO Road Glide isn't just about muscle, it's packed with next-level luxury and technology that completely redefines what a touring motorcycle can be. The massive Skyline OS infotainment system, with a large TFT display, premium audio setup, and seamless connectivity, turn every ride into a high-end experience. Add in semi-active suspension, multiple ride modes, cornering rider aids, and advanced aerodynamics, and suddenly this bagger starts feeling like a two-wheeled luxury performance machine. The seat, ergonomics, and wind protection are engineered for serious long-distance comfort, making 500-mile days feel effortless. In a world full of touring bikes trying to keep up, the 2026 CVO Road Glide doesn't chase the competition, it leaves them behind. #10. 2026 Triumph Rocket 3 GT. The moment the 2026 Triumph Rocket 3 GT fires up, it doesn't just make noise, it shakes the ground like a controlled explosion. This is not a motorcycle. This is a force of nature on two wheels. Powered by the world's largest production motorcycle engine, a monstrous 2,458cc inline three-cylinder, the Rocket 3 GT delivers an insane wave of torque, over 220 Newton-meters, that hits like nothing else on the road. Twist the throttle and the bike doesn't accelerate. It launches, hurling you forward with a brutal, relentless surge that feels almost unreal. This is the kind of power that redefines what a cruiser can be. It's not just fast, it's overwhelming, addictive, and borderline intimidating. And yet, somehow, Triumph has managed to make all that power feel smooth, controlled, and perfectly usable. But here's where things get even crazier. The Rocket 3 GT isn't just about raw power, it's about dominating the road in total comfort and style. With its forward-set foot controls, adjustable touring windscreen, and plush rider and passenger seating, this machine is built for long-distance cruising at insane speeds. The advanced electronics package, including cornering ABS, traction control, riding modes, and a full TFT display, ensures that all that power stays under control, no matter the conditions. Add in the aggressive, muscular design, massive rear tire, and premium finishes, and you get a motorcycle that doesn't just stand out, it takes over. In a world full of powerful bikes, the 2026 Rocket 3 GT doesn't compete, it dominates.